Hello, Vati subs. Hey Shadow King, what's up? Late one. Yeah, we'll be doing that with this series because the show comes on at 9. So, and I have to take notes, so it takes a little longer for the episode to finish for me. Like it took about an hour and a half instead of an hour because I was writing down notes. Writing down stuff to talk about. Little things that are different here and there. With the show from the game, or it's like things that I thought were interesting. Or complaints. Yeah, that's right. But yeah, we'll be doing this one late. So yeah. Cool. Let's get started. Hi everybody. I am your host, G to the mother effing K. Last time we left off, we were at your mom's house, and she baked us a cake. And I was like, bitch, I don't like cake. Get that cake out of my face. She was like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. No, hold on. That's not what happened. Okay, well, that's not what we did last week. Last week? Yesterday. Is there an episode every day? No. I just watched the I watched the first episode like almost a week late. It's every week. It's every Sunday night at 9. So we'll be doing this every Sunday. And we'll be starting up Dead Space in about 5 days from now. So this week, or well, the coming week, we'll have 2 streams. We'll have the first Dead Space remake stream on the 27th, and then we're gonna have this like a day, 2 days later. Well, like a day and a half later. But yeah, let's go ahead and just jump right the F in. No, not new game. Wait, what the fuck? Is it in options? My only option is a new game. What the fuck? Oh, come on, dude. Tell me. What's this faction's MP? Oh god, it's multiplayer. No. What? Where's my option to continue from last night? I saved the game like 10 times. No, fuck face. Activate game save data, you fuck shit. I don't know. I would imagine. And I just loaded up a new... I just loaded it up fresh. Like, I didn't... I'm bringing that up because, like, my only thought is, like, maybe close the game and reopen it. Hey, Fritz Dog, what's up, dude? Might have a bit of a problem here. We might actually have a fucking bit of a problem. because apparently, what the fuck? I can't continue from, what the fuck? Okay. I don't know what's going on. I saved the game like manually last night. Like truly, I did that like 5 times. Why the fuck? Okay. First dog, no, don't worry about it, dude. Thanks for popping in and saying hi, though. We might not have a stream tonight because I might have to go through the first part of the game again, and I don't really have time to go through the first part of the game plus the... God damn it! What the fuck? How? Why? Dude, this is the kind of shit I'm talking about. This is the kind of shit that I'm fucking talking about when I say streaming sucks. Like, this is the kind of shit that happens when you're a streamer. Like, you'll load up a game and you will have 0% reason to believe that you're not going to be able to pick up from where you left off the night before, and suddenly your game is just gone. Like, what the actual... Okay, I'm gonna just... I can't let it get me mad. I don't know what the fuck to do about it, because, like... Because this is fucking uncharted territory. Heck, stop it, please. What the fuck am I doing? Okay. Might fold under questioning. What? Where's... Oh, it's up there. Can I just load it from storage or something? The Last of Us on the 22nd. What? Oh, that's the game. Save data. It says the 22nd. 10:48 p.m. No, that's tonight. I don't want to delete. I want... What the fuck? What was that for? Select all. Oh, okay. This is supposed to be save data? What? What's that? That's from a different month. Oh, God. Is it because I don't have... Hey, Cloud. What's up? What? 59? That's not what I said. Oh. Don't look. God, what a... Hang on. Continue. Hang on. Let's see if it works now. What? You... You gotta be fucking joking right now. What? I don't get it. What are you doing? Upload all? Sure. Oh no. Okay, I guess we're not gonna have the stream tonight. I don't know. What the fuck, dude? I don't know what to do. I saved the game last night manually like 10 fucking times, and today I just don't have a save game to go back to. I don't understand why this kind of shit happens. Like this is like the first time this has ever happened to me. And why did it have to happen tonight? It completely destroys the whole stream. I don't, that sucks. Wow. Thanks, God. GK, you don't believe in God. Shut up. Yeah, there's nothing I don't know. I keep looking in the options to hopefully find, you know, some magical place that I didn't see before. Did you try uploading your last download? Speedrun. Oh my god. Yeah, I was thinking about that. Fritz Dog, just like trying to run through as fast as I can, but it would still take like an hour to get back to where I was. And then like that's where we would start the discussion stream, which oh my god. We'll just have to do it tomorrow, I guess. God damn it, man. I fucking like went on everything and told everybody that I was going on tonight to do this. I was like, man, I planned the shit out of this. Fuck you, game. Fuck you. Fuck you, PS5 as well. I don't know what the fuck could possibly have happened. I have zero idea. I have no idea. I actually manually saved it like 5 fucking times last night. Seriously. Like at least that many. Yeah, the thing about it though is like I went on there I even paid for a month of fucking PlayStation whatever the fuck it's called. Just so that I can access that, because it doesn't let you access it unless you have that. PlayStation Network? Whatever. And there was no option for me to download my saves. The only option was upload, so I went to that and then I uploaded it. But but now what has happened is whatever was there, which was nothing, but whatever was there got recorded over just now. But there wasn't anything there to download, so I guess there was nothing there, but I manually saved it a whole bunch of times last night. You know? So there should have been something there. There has to be something. Oh my god, get out of there. There has to be something. I just don't know. I wouldn't have even the, like, I've gone to all the obvious places. I didn't go after I got the bullshit, though. See, that's from tonight. That's from 10:48 tonight. And this doesn't do anything anyway. It's like this is game save storage. But this doesn't do anything. Like it doesn't do anything. The only option here is delete too. So it's like, okay. I don't, damn. Copy to USB drive. No, that's not what I want to do. Fuck off. I don't want to upload to the cloud because I don't have anything to upload to the cloud and I already did that anyway. I can't access this. Cloud and console storage. Fuck, dude. Wow, how did I just get fucked? Saved data and game app settings. Sync save data? It would be for the PS5. Save data PS4. Oh, sync save data, cloud storage, console storage. There's nothing here. Damn it, I was getting my hopes up there. This would be to like sync with like my PS4 or something. That's what I'm looking at pretty much. Like anytime, like it's either going to be console storage or it's going to be cloud storage. If it's cloud storage, then it's whatever's on PlayStation Network or PlayStation, whatever the fuck it's called. Is the remaster a newer console game like? Oh, no, yeah, it would count as a PS4 game, but I'm pretty sure this is just like what I saved on my PS4 when I synced it up. Because you can sync your PS4 with your PS5 and get your old games and install them and stuff. Auto uploads, cloud storage, console storage. I mean, like this is like trying to access the console storage of my PlayStation 4. But what? These are all games. These are all the games I have on here. Damn, dude, I have no fucking idea. I mean, oh, I thought I did that. I was reading chat. Damn it. The only option I have is a new game. I don't know what happened. Oh, cool. I knocked the cane down too. Well, that's great. It's a lot of work for nothing. Shit, man. How do you access the save games that are on the console? Like, how do you, like, I've been trying to do that this entire time, and it's just like, I don't know. I must have, I fucking shit, man. I have no idea what happened. Okay. I don't know. That sucks. I just have no fucking shit that I can do now. God damn it. This is like, I've been planning this whole fucking day, man. God damn it. Oh, okay. All right. I guess we'll have to fucking not do this then. I don't know. Wow. You don't want to upload, or it's gonna put you right where you. No, there's nothing. There's no data. Shadow King, there's just nothing there. I already did the upload thing. And the only thing that did was guarantee that if there was anything there that I hadn't found yet, if there won't be now, because I just uploaded nothing. Like, uploading something would be uploading it from the console to the cloud anyway. So it's like whatever's on the console gets uploaded to the cloud. And my hope was that whatever was on the console would get uploaded to the cloud, and then I would download it from the cloud. And I tried that and nothing happened. There was no, you know. There was no data in the first place, even though I manually save shit. Does PlayStation keep a cache of what you've played, like cookies on the website? I don't know. Yeah, and the data that, like, look at this right here, this data. I think this is data. 3.15 megabytes. That's from today. That's from tonight at 10:48. So it wouldn't have been the data that we're talking about anyway. And the only option is to upload. So that's what I'm going to try to do. And hopefully, I really don't think it's going to do anything. And then I guess, let's see. Go over here and then... PS4 does. You mean the thing with the cookies or whatever? Yeah, there's nothing here. God damn it, dude. I'm worried that it's gonna do that for the whole game. I mean, the only thing that I did differently than I do with any other game ever is I closed the game after we were finished last night. But I mean, I made like 10 different fucking saves, manual saves, where you go into the menu and you hit save game and then it fucking saves it to the console. You know, I did that like 5 fucking times last night. So it wouldn't matter if I closed the game anyway. All that closing the game is doing is closing the program. So it's not going to be that. I'm just like racking my brains trying to figure out what the fuck went wrong. Remastered Treacherous? What? Oh, these are just like game modes or something. God, dude. Fritz Dog, yeah, have a good night, dude. No one else can access my PSN. No. No, I'm the only one. But even if they could, I mean, like, it's not as if they could go into my console and delete my saves. Because it was saved to the hard drive on my PS5. Like, fucking hell. Wow. Okay. Well, that fucking sucks. I was like really like jazzed up for this shit. Maybe I can find like a playthrough on the internet, on the old interwebs. We'll just find a playthrough, somebody like playing the game. And then just like kind of watch it. I don't know. And talk about it, because I you know, I want to do something, for fuck's sake. God damn it, dude. Fuck. Oh. See, this is the part of my, this is the part where I start blaming like the universe for hating me, because I can't think of any other fucking reason that could happen. Like, this is the kind of shit that happens to me like all the time. Just like all the fucking time. Where the hell is this account? I must have passed it. I don't know. It's just way the fuck down here. I will show you what I'm doing in a second when I get it ready. I just gotta find the video. Fucking hell, man. Oh, live maybe? Okay, here we go. Fuck, I'm not finding it. I could have sworn there was one in here. But apparently there's only a playthrough of Left Behind. What? Last of Us episode 3 preview. Oh, never mind. Alright, so let's see if we can find anything in here. Something to watch, and then, like, just talk about it, I guess. God. Oh, God, I hate that Bob Barker. Full game, no commentary, The Last of Us. Okay, that's going to be perfect. So for anybody who's wondering who we're going to be looking at, is going to be this guy or girl or whatever the fuck. Oh my. I'm still trying to get over the oh my, what's happened here tonight. God, it's fine. It's fine. All right. Where were we? Okay, so this is like pretty close. Where the?
Looks like these guys died waiting for backup.
Son of a fucking whore. I gotta find it. Is this where we left off? Nope, not even close.
I get it.
Yeah, I know. Shadow King, you're right. I know. I know. It's I have anger issues, dude. Don't you remember that? I'm not like trying to, I'm not trying to like give you an excuse or anything. I'm just saying, like, it's really hard for me. Like, I have like a legitimate like problem with my brain. I'm trying to get, it's not a problem with my brain. No, it isn't. No, it isn't. No, it's not. Not a fucking problem with my brain. It's a problem with my development or something like that. I get that shit. Oh, that shot is actually in the show.
So what happened here? They bombed the hell out of the surrounding area.
But yeah, I'm trying. I'm trying. I promise you I'm trying. Okay. So, in the show, they start off, all right. In the show, the show starts out pretty cool actually. The show starts out and you go to Indonesia and there's this lady who's like a doctor and she's not like a doctor, she is a doctor. But she's like the leading doctor lady for the cordyceps situation, funguses and all that stuff. And it kind of just like, I don't know, I'm not sure how I feel about it yet because it kind of seems like just kind of more of what they already did in the first episode, at the beginning of the first episode, where they kind of talk about the origin. Well, they talk about they're laying down the groundwork for the origin of the virus and like how it's affecting people and why and all that stuff. Speaking of which, did anybody watch it tonight? Did anybody watch the 2 episodes? Or the newest one, at least? Used to be awful. It took a lot to get your shit in check. Yeah. Yeah, it's hard. It takes a monumental shift, is what it takes. And if you don't have fucking hell, if you don't have anyone that's like keeping you on track, it's just you. You just got to keep yourself on track. It's really hard. You're gonna wait for it all to come out and then watch it and then binge watch it. Oh, okay. Then you can't really participate as much as just kind of be here for it. That's cool. All right. Well, then I'll explain everything. I was gonna do that anyway, but so we start out and we go to Indonesia, and this like these two officers are going there to pick up this lady. Her name is Ibu Ratna, Dr. Ibu Ratna, and they go in there and everybody's like eating and shit, and everybody's like, oh fuck, and they go, oh, you come with me, and it's this lady. Anyway, so they bring her to their like version of the CDC, whatever that's called, and they show her one of the victims of, one of the zombie victims or whatever, and she's like checking out the bite mark and stuff, and she looks in the mouth, and she like all those little, well, in the show it's not like this in the game, at least I don't think it is. I never noticed it anyway. But they show like what's in their mouth is like these like little, cordycepty tentacle thingies. I don't know what the fuck to call them. Little viney finger thingies that come out of their mouth, like in Resident Evil, kind of. And she's like, ugh, and she like drops it and then runs out. And then she's having a conversation with this soldier guy, and he's like, and she's asking him like how it happened, and like, where's the person who bit her, and the guy's like, yeah, we don't know. Like, is there anybody missing from work? And then he's like, yeah, 14 people are missing from work. And she thinks about it for a second, and obviously she's thinking about the fact that the 14 people who are missing from work are at least one or two of them have to have been bitten. And then those people are out there, and she's been told enough to know that the bite is what spreads it. Because, like, first of all, she was like looking at, she was investigating the body of the dead lady, and she has a bite mark. So, and then like the story is that the lady came in with a bite mark. She was like all crazy and shit because she had turned. And she bit some of the other people, like 4 people or something, and they were taken into custody. And when the cops got there to try to deal with her, she tried to kill them, and they shot her. And so she's now investigating the body of that lady. And I'm saying investigating because I have nothing else. I have no other words. My brain is like, nah, we're good. That one works. Yeah, Shadow King, it's yeah, it is. You're right. 100%. Yeah, and there's certain things that trigger it too. Like what just happened, like that specific thing isn't the thing that triggered it, but what happened, it's like the type of thing that triggers it. Like I have a bunch of different triggers that I'm fucking trying to work on. One of them being, like not being able to find the words that I'm looking for. That's a huge one for me because it happens so often. So I'm like trying to be cool with just, okay, I can't find the words. I'm just going to say smaller ones that are less accurate. But yeah, the thing that happened tonight was just like something that went wrong that completely destroys the plans that I had, and there's no explanation. That is like one of my biggest triggers. Like if there's something that happens that has a really negative impact on me or whatever I like, something that I'm happy about or excited about, And there's no explanation, so there's nothing I can do to make it not happen in the future. There's like no way for me to prevent it in the future. And I'm sure that sounds kind of familiar because you were around when I was working on my no-hit run, and I was talking about that a lot during my no-hit run. Because things would happen in the no-hit run, and I'd be like, I don't know why that happened. That never happens. It's the first time it's ever happened to me. Blah 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 blah. And of course, over time, you learn that these little anomalies do happen. They're just super rare, and like as far as like psychologically, you can depend on the fact that even if it does happen and it fucking ruins your run, you're like, yeah, but that's definitely not going to happen. Well, not definitely, but it's very, very, very unlikely to happen again anytime soon. So we can restart the run and not have to worry about it coming up again, like immediately. If it's something that's never happened before, then it's obviously going to be pretty fucking rare. So, but yeah, that's just an example of the kind of shit that would happen in a no-hit run, which I would have said very similar shit about. One of my biggest ones is things not doing the simple task that they were meant to do. Oh my God. I know, right? Oh my God. Things not working how they're supposed to. Like a game, for instance, not saving data like it's goddamn supposed to. For instance. And then like the consequence of that is that now I don't get to. Well, I mean, for a minute there, I was going to say it means I'm not going to be able to do this, which is what I was looking forward to doing. But yeah, that's fine. Let's stop talking about it though. Cause it's over and there's nothing I can do about it. I'm going to have to play the game and just like get to the spot where, episode 2 ends and then just leave the game on or something. I don't know. See, that's the thing. That's the thing that bugs the shit out of me so much. I don't know that I can depend on the fucking PlayStation to save that data. Like, what's it doing with that data once I save it? Is it just kind of shitting it out? Like, what the fuck? Like, what happened? There's no fucking... Dude, my fucking mic is hot, dude. Hang on. I want to be able to hear myself, but let's turn this down a little bit. Any fucking way. Anyway, okay, so where was I? Yeah, so the lady, she inspected the body. That's the word I was looking for. Now it's here. Thank you. Hello, word. She was inspecting the body and she found the bite mark. The guy told her where it was. Actually, she didn't find it. That's not important. And then he told her the story of how she got there, how the victim arrived at the hospital in the first place, and that she bit other people, and those people turned and they needed to be executed. So the lady has all the information that she needs to know that they are absolutely fucked. Because like the first thing that you find out in the show, like in the very beginning of the first episode, they talk about how, like there's that fungus that it controls the host's brain, like the fungus that it's a real life fungus that gets into a host, oftentimes an ant, and you'll probably see this. You can like Google it, and you'll probably see it controlling an ant. It's pretty much the basis of this entire zombie apocalypse story. The fungus gets into the brain and then it controls the host. And they're talking about like, well, the reason that can't happen to humans is because the fungus can't exist. It can't survive in environments that are too hot, too warm, like, and our bodies are too warm. It's like they said like anything above 92 degrees or something like that, and our bodies like rest at like 96.8 or something like that. So body temperature for humans is an inhospitable environment for the fungus, and that's why we don't get screwed over by this fungus, and ants fucking do. And then he said, well, what if there was, but like the doctor who's talking about it says, well, what if there was a reason? Hang on a second, maybe I can find it. Let's do some more. Let's get another little bit here. The Last of Us. Hang on. We're not gonna watch a fucking podcast. But maybe HBO Max has. Shut up. No, not inside the episode. I was hoping to see like a trailer. Troy Baker. Why is Troy Baker there? Is he the voice of Joel? Because you would have been livid too. Yeah. Fucking hell, dude. Well, I mean, like, it's honestly, Shadow King, like, yeah, that's why it went for so long. Because it's either I bitch about it for a really long period of time, or I fucking flip my desk. You know, I got to get the anger out somehow. But, you know, I don't have a punching bag. I'm in the middle of a stream anyway. I don't know, whatever. Like, I really would like to show this, but I'm completely unprepared now because this is like inside. No. God, the inside the episode on these are so fucking bad. The Last of Us, no. Podcast trailer, go fuck yourself. I just want to see the trailer for the show. Here, hang on. How about we type it in like normal people? Don't include me, GK, in your dumbassery. Official trailer. Let's see if there's anything in here. All right, here's the trailer.
There's hope for the world. Why bother going on?
You haven't seen the world, so you don't know. You keep going for family.
I'm not family.
No. You're cargo.
Why are you so important?
Somewhere out west. They're working on a cure. I think what really impressed them was the fact that I didn't turn into a monster.
If she so much as twitches.
Yeah, I have some shit to say about that.
Okay.
I know it's like, oh, it's a joke though. Yeah, well, the joke hurt the scene, and it also deflated Joel's resolve. He was saying that he was gonna kill her if that happened. I would have fucking laughed my ass off if he fucking shot her in the face. I would have shit myself laughing if he did that.
If I'm taking you with me, do what I say when I say it.
Do what I say when I say it.
You got any advice on the best way west?
Yeah, go east. You've come this far, and you know what's out there.
You're not gonna scare us.
Scared him?
You have a greater purpose than any of us could have ever imagined.
Because of the last scene of the first episode, Cloud?
Be careful who you put your faith in.
You might not be her father, but you were someone's.
You trust me?
Yeah, see like they've done a pretty fucking good job. I'm here. Let's start with some praise here, okay? Because I've got some complaints too, but they've done a pretty fucking good job so far in the first 2 episodes. I can say this like officially now. The first 2 episodes have done a really cool. I don't know. It's really cool how they've followed the story. They've added some new stuff of their own, and they've even incorporated some gameplay elements into the story of the show, like healing, like distracting zombies and shit like that. Just like little things here and there, and like the sets are fucking very carefully crafted so far. I'm really worried that I'm going to say some shit and then tomorrow, or next week, I'll be like, yeah, they fucked it up. It's all gone now. Everything good that I said about it is all gone now, because that's just the way shit is nowadays. You notice that? You'll start watching something and you'll be like, oh, this is actually not that bad. And then like 2 episodes in, you're like, you know what? This is like the worst thing I've ever seen in my life. This is like, this is like despicable, cynical, fucking just nasty and mean, like fuck you. You know. But this, and you can see little tiny bits and pieces of like evidence that it might be going in that direction. But the same thing happened with fuck, the only words that come to my head are Blood Origin, and that's not what I'm thinking of. House of the Dragon. The same thing happened with House of the Dragon, where I was watching it and I was like, this is really good, but I can see little bits and pieces of like, you know, evidence that suggests that maybe it is going in a direction that I'm gonna fucking hate. But it never did. It never got there. Like there was like 1 episode where I didn't like the ending, but that's just because. And yeah, no, that was a legit like fuck this moment type of situation for House of the Dragon. But it was just 1 moment, and they covered it up pretty well. Like when they moved on from that, they kind of fixed it. They definitely moved past it fast, and it shows that the writers knew, like, yeah, we fucked that up. We got to move past that, because there's like more than 1 writer, and one of them is, never mind. It doesn't matter. It doesn't fucking matter. My point is that I've been worried like this before and had it work out. Whereas that's why I'm not watching it right now. Why? Because you don't want to listen to Depeche Mode? No, Cloud, I really like the song at the end of episode 1. I was trying to figure out who it was, because I'm familiar with Depeche Mode, but I couldn't think of the name. And like the only name that came into my mind was U2, and I was like, no, it's not U2. So that's pretty much the amount of thought I gave to it. But I wanted to like listen to that song once I heard that, because I just remembered how good they are. My ex-girlfriend used to listen to them all the time. Thanks to me, because I introduced her to them. But, you know, good memories either way. No, because I'm expecting it to turn to shit. And you don't want to watch. Yeah, okay. So you don't want to invest a bunch of time into it and then get fucked. Because, hey, dude, I completely understand. We all got burned by Game of Thrones. You know? That was like the biggest betrayal of all time. And we were like had invested years, not years, you know, because it took years for all of it to come out. So like technically we've only invested like, you know, lots of hours, days even. if you count. Don't even start with Game of. We don't talk about Game of Thrones. For real, I just can't get enough. I just can't get enough. Sorry. Now that song is gonna be stuck in my head. Anyway, so let's move on here. So what was I saying? The lady that okay, yeah. So I'm finally getting to this point though. The Indian lady who Ibu Ratna, the Indian lady that they're consulting with. Oh, God, it's such a good scene, and I don't want to like spoil it, but this is a really cool scene. It was like very, very cool, heavy moment. There was like I made a note. I said, loved this opening, heavy, well shot, good score. Didn't see any writing issues. Yeah, I didn't see any writing issues. Like the only complaint that I could even think of people maybe having is that it kind of slows things down a little bit, but I don't think so. I think it does a good job at what it's set out to do, which is to sort of reinforce the background of like of why this whole thing is happening and how. But yeah, so that scene ends, and then we start out with a scene with Ellie and Joel and Tess. These names I like start getting used to saying them. Joel and Tess are sitting there watching her, and she's like waking up or whatever. So they're like super paranoid. They know that she has this bite on her arm and it's been healed. And here's where the complaints begin. Because in the game you in the game, like you pretty much you have this moment where they find out. Hang on, is it right here or is it further back?
Ellie.
Here it is, somewhere over here. Fuck.
Holy shit! I got two dead.
Here we go.
Follow me. Quickly. Give you the down. Brent.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me. How far away was I? This is where we left off yesterday. This is where my save file should have fucking started. No. Right here.
Ben.
Marlene's, she said.
Okay, here we go. Game of Thrones season 8 isn't real. Yeah. It didn't happen. Just
They're gone.
What was the plan? Let's say that we deliver you to the Fireflies. What then?
Marlene's, she said that they have their own little quarantine zone with doctors there still trying to find a cure.
Yeah, we've heard that before, huh, Tess?
Whatever happened to me is the key to finding a vaccine.
Oh, Jesus.
It's what she said.
Oh, I'm sure she did.
Hey, fuck you, man. I didn't ask for this.
Me neither. Tess, what the hell are we doing here?
What if it's true?
I can't...
What if, Joel? I mean, we've come this far. Let's just finish it.
Do I need to remind you what is out there?
I get it. This way. If we cut through downtown, we can hit the Capitol building.
On your knees.
Oh, this is the scene I was looking for.
You scan him, I'll call it in.
Put your hands on your head.
This is Ramirez at Sector 12, requesting pickup for 3 stragglers. Understood.
Look the other way. It'll make this worth your while.
Shut up. Tired of this shit. What's the ETA?
Couple minutes.
All right. Well, anyway, my point was going to be that in this scene and the one that we just watched, they discuss like, you know, what to do, and they kind of get over like the whole disbelief that she's the, you know, like she's gonna make a vaccine that's gonna heal everybody. Joel is very skeptical about it, but the main thing is that Tess and Joel both believe Ellie that she isn't infected. Like, she's not turned, like she shows them the wound, and the wound is healed over from like weeks ago or whatever. It's healed. It's a healed wound. And they see that, and they know, they look at that and they go, oh, that's reality right there. I believe reality. Even though it's like, what the fuck, I still believe reality. Unlike many of the people that you run into these days. But anyway, they see it and they immediately believe that she's okay. So at least we know that she's not going to turn into a zombie. But in the show, and the reason I bring it up is that in the show, they're like guarding her as if she's going to turn any second. And, you know, like Joel's got his gun on her, and they're both just sort of sitting there side by side. And, you know, Joel still doesn't believe. That's another thing. Fucking Joel still, the way that they're writing Joel, they're like trying to vilify him. I guarantee you they're trying to vilify him. The note that I wrote down was Joel is advocating for killing and or like letting her die, because what basically happens is they like Tess is going, well, you know, we should continue with the mission, and Joel is like, no, we shouldn't. We should go home and find that battery and go out and find Tommy, because that in the show they've changed it. Like in the game, Tommy went off to join the Fireflies and then dropped out of the Fireflies and took off and did his own thing. Joel is not looking for Tommy in the game. He knows basically where Tommy is. He's out there. He's doing his own thing, just like Joel is. And in the show, they made it so that Tommy is out there lost in the wild, and he's supposed to have come home, but he hasn't checked in. So Joel is like really worried, and he's like, he wants to go out and find him. That's the state of affairs in the show, which is already starting to have problems in the like it's already creating problems in the narrative, because of course Joel is still thinking about like, well, we have to go and find Tommy. Like, he could be dead any second. You know, he could be dead already, but I can't think of that. It's my brother. I care about him. I want to go out and find him. I want to see, you know, make sure he's fine. Obviously, Joel's first priority is going to be his brother. The drug running thing too. I know he was hired muscle in the game, but still, no, they do all over it. They do drug run in the game. They sell pills to people and shit. Like, that's in the game. As far as like, yeah, as far as that goes, that's at least in the game. I mean, we could talk about the moral conundrum of you know, drug running and stuff like that. Yeah, they sell drugs and guns in the game. And yeah, and man, there's just so much. There's so much to go over, and like I'm having trouble thinking of it all. And I'd love to be just like playing the game right now, but nope. It's fine. Get over it. Let it go. So let's see. So Joel is advocating for letting Ellie die. Basically, the conversation goes something like this. Tess says we should continue. We should try to deliver her to the Fireflies and get get our money, not our money, get our guns. They want their guns, and that's the same thing, and that's like the same in the game as well. They're gun runners and stuff. What do they do in the show? You mean, they do the same thing in the show, Shadow King. They sell pills and they run. I think they're smugglers. So they smuggle in pills and then they sell them to people and use it to grease the wheels of the Fedra people. And they smuggle stuff in and out, I guess. Like it's like a giant prison essentially, and they're the people who can get things. And I think mainly they just do like drugs and guns. I think they it all comes up in like conversations and their throwaway lines and stuff like that. So it's hard to get like tons of details about it, but that's basically it. And so yeah, the conversation is basically she wants to continue and Joel is like, no, let's go back. Every second we waste is like potentially Tommy's life, which is why I don't like that decision, that narrative decision that the writers made for the show, because in the show they made it so that Tommy's life is at stake, and it's just fucking like it creates a huge narrative problem in that now Joel has to take Ellie west and completely forget about his brother, or like, I don't know, like it's just an extra problem that doesn't need to be there. And in the game, they had a perfect solution. Tommy's fine. He's out there doing his own thing. They're not together. They had a falling out. He went to go join the fucking Fireflies, and then he dropped out on them as well. And, they haven't heard from each other since. He's not worried that he's out there dead. He might be worried about that, but it's not like, oh, he didn't check in. It's not like, oh, this person who I love and care for is out there in this apocalyptic world where there's zombies fucking just biting people's faces off constantly, and he was supposed to check in, several days ago, and he still hasn't checked in, which is that's not the situation in the game, but that is the situation in the show. So naturally, Joel is like, fuck Ellie. I don't care about Ellie. I want to go find my brother. And Tess is like, well, look, we'll kind of do both. And she sort of convinces him of that. But he essentially says, no, I don't care. Let's go back home. And then Tess is like, well, we can't bring her back home. She'll get picked up by Fedra or killed or whatever. And he's like, whatever. I don't care. I want to get that battery and I want to fucking go find my brother. So they basically, them saying that Tommy is out there and he hasn't checked in and stuff, that situation has basically made Joel into this other character that doesn't give a fuck about Ellie. And in the game, the whole point is that Ellie kind of reminds him of his daughter, and it sort of like the story kind of gives him back his daughter in Ellie. And that's the whole idea. That's like the reason that we love these characters so much, is because we saw what he went through with his daughter in the beginning, and we know what he's all about, and we know he's a good guy, but we also know that he's lost everything. And then we meet Ellie, and she's like this charismatic girl, just like his daughter was. And he's like very like standoffish at first, because he doesn't want to start liking her, because he doesn't want to lose another daughter, right? So so like that's the whole reason that the game's story works, and it's already kind of happening. They're already sort of breaking that. They're sort of breaking away from it. Every time they make one of their own little decisions like this, where Tommy's out there, he hasn't checked back in. Every time they make one of those decisions, one of those changes, it creates a rift between what happens in the story that we love and what's going to happen in this new story that we might not feel quite as fondly for, because it's like fundamentally different. But yeah, let's move past that. Let's see. With Tommy, one problem with Tommy being missing rather than just not around is, it's a branching point. So that, I just made a note of that. It's a branching point. Also, Joel has injured his right hand when he attacked that guard. That was, this dude or whoever it is in the show. In the show, it's one guy, and Joel doesn't shoot him. He beats him to death with his hand. So that's another change that they made that is creating a problem. Another fucking problem. Now Joel has an injured hand. And so it's like, all right, well then that means you got to be consistent with that. Okay, he's got an injured hand. That means that he's not going to be able to use his hand very well in the coming scenes, right? I mean, Joel's like, it'll heal fast. Don't worry about it. It's a hairline or whatever. Probably just a hairline. It'll heal fast. That's the line that he said. And so as audience members, we're sitting here going, okay, fine. So it'll heal fast, but still, you're still going to have problems using it. You went out of your way to show me that your hand hurts, or you went out of your way to show me that Joel's hand hurts. Ellie. Oh yeah. So, and the other thing is, and the reason that I brought this up, the other reason I brought this up, I should say, Ellie didn't tell Tess or Joel why she's so important in the show. She didn't tell either one of them why she's so important, but in the game, she tells them basically like right from the get-go, as soon as they have a chance. Like, I think after this, like, I thought we were just gonna more soldiers come, so they have to leave.
Oh shit. Look.
Yeah, this happens in the show.
Marlene set us up. Why the hell are we smuggling an infected girl?
I'm not infected.
No? Was this lying?
I can explain.
You better explain fast.
Look at this.
I don't care how you got infected.
It's 3 weeks old.
No, everyone turns within 2 days, so you stop bullshitting.
It's
Yeah.
3 weeks. I swear. Why would she set you up?
And right here is when Joel is like, yeah, she's got a point. And Tess is like, fuck, that's true. This is the point where Joel and Tess start believing that she's not infected. It can't be that she's infected. She would have turned by now. Everybody turns within like, a short period of time. In the show, they go so far as to have a graph not a graph, but like a chart that says, if you're bitten on the neck, you turn like really fast. If you're bitten in the, like lower than that, you turn slower. If you're bitten on the foot, you get, you have like a couple of, maybe even a couple of days. And those are I guess that, I mean, like I took a note of that, but I don't know how well they're gonna, adhere to that. I don't know if that's going to be consistent. We'll see in the future. Well, I want to give it the benefit of the doubt. But yeah, here is the scene in the game where they both go, okay, so I believe her. I believe Ellie that she's telling the truth, at least about her arm, because the reality of the situation is confirmation enough. But in the show, they get further past this, and like they go through all the shit that we went through in last night's stream, where we, if she had been bitten and she was actually infected, she would have turned like 100 times by now. And so they're still watching her like she's gonna turn any second. But this is like a day later, and Joel and Tess are just not that stupid. So that's one of the reasons that I took the note, because there's no fucking way that Joel and Tess there's no way that Joel and Tess don't believe Ellie at this point. There's no way. And the fact that Ellie hasn't told them like why she's so important yet at so far at this point in the episode. And Joel and Tess, I keep almost saying Ellie, haven't been able to deduce it yet either, which I don't believe that either. Because, I mean, it's pretty obvious, right? She's immune to the fucking virus. It's pretty obvious why she's so important to the Fireflies. Yeah, so like they start out with another interrogation scene, which feels like it's just padding. And it drags. It's just like, okay, what are we doing here, guys? We're not going anywhere. While this is happening, the story is like at a standstill, and we don't need to be chilling out anymore. We could be moving. We could be like going forward. Like there's no reason that they don't believe her. It's like, why are they still interrogating her? This doesn't make any sense. Just go. Fucking, you're on a time limit here. Tommy's out there. Yeah, to their skepticism, could add a little bit more to their skepticism about what her value is to the Fireflies, perhaps, but whether or not they believe her that she's not infected, that she's not going to turn, that they would have no reason not to believe her, even without her saying anything about why she's so important. Yeah, and Ellie's little joke, the thing where she acts like the thing where fucking Joel says, if she even fucking twitches, I'm going to, and then she like acts like she's turning, and then Joel doesn't shoot her. It's like, okay, that was really funny, but it kind of hurts the scene, because it breaks immersion just for a joke, and it deflates the threat from Joel, kind of making him the butt of a joke, and like he's not going to do what he says he's going to do. I would have loved it if he just shot her in the face. But other than that, like there's not a whole bunch for me to be talking about here. Like, the show's still pretty good. More of Bella Ramsey's weird bad acting. This is the next note. Because Bella Ramsey, the girl who plays Ellie, is, first of all, I don't think she's a very good actor, but also, like, I don't know, there's something wrong with her face. Like, she can't make facial expressions. Like, she can make like 2 facial expressions, and one of them is like a smile, right? Like a demented smile. She has this demented smirk where she's pulling the wings off of flies, and she loves it. She's got that look on her face like all the time. And in situations where her character is clearly supposed to be very worried, this is new to her. It was not new to everyone, but like it's new to her, and it's a very tense situation. Like, they're hiding from a clicker, and at any second this clicker could hear them and suddenly just eat their face. And she's sitting here with like this like grin on her face. I'm really hypersensitive to like little acting nuances, and I'm sure most people probably won't have a problem with it, but I still think she's a bad actor. Right, even the amount of time they've spent with her should, yeah, exactly. Even that small amount of time, if it was on her arm, like they've been around her for at least a couple hours, Oh yeah, fuck yeah, that scene where Joel takes a nap, dude. That right there by itself. You know, it's unbelievable that they don't believe her story. The same events happen in the game, and right here in the game, Joel and her both simultaneously go inwardly. They go, okay, I believe her. And now what do we do next? Like, what's the next thing that's going to happen?
I ain't buying it. Oh, shit. Yes.
And the next thing that Joel says is, I ain't buying it.
Go, move!
Okay, so maybe Joel didn't quite believe it yet at this point. I still think he believes it. I just think he's like having trouble accepting it. Because if he really didn't believe that she wasn't infected, then he would shoot her. Seriously.
Follow me.
He would flat out shoot her. I'll let this play in the background while, just so you guys have something to watch. I've never done this before, you know, guys, so I apologize for the disorganization. I had this whole plan ready to go tonight, and I have to just sort of improvise now, because my plan was to play the game and talk about it. And I would have been playing the part of the game that the show was covering. So instead of doing that, now we're doing this. Oh, but yeah, okay, so this is pretty much where the next episode, like as soon as they leave like the room where they were sleeping and they interrogated Ellie, they actually show this shot, and it's in the show it looks a little different, but this is clearly what they were going for, like the building falling into the other building and everything. So, but in the show at this point it's daytime, and they're moving toward the next scene. So what are we at? We're at 117. It's kind of more like over here. Yeah, they're going into the museum. All right, so let me cover the rest of the notes for this. We only have a couple more. More of Bella Ramsey's weird / bad acting. What? Yeah, this is the point where they actually go into the museum. Oh, no, they're not going into the museum yet. In the show, there's like, okay, we can either go the long way, which is less dangerous, or we can go the short way, which we'll probably die. And Ellie's like, yeah, I vote for the long way. And it's like a kind of a funny moment. And it's like, okay, cool. And so they go the long way, and while they're in there, it's like a hotel or something, and not Bella Ramsey, fucking Ellie runs over to the front desk and rings the bell. You know, she rings the bell like an actual bell. She ding ding, and then she actually says ding ding at the same time. She's making all this noise. Can anybody think of any reasons why that might be a bad idea? Because the writers couldn't. The writers forgot. I'm gonna wait for somebody to because I want to know if I'm just an idiot or what. I wonder. Yeah. It's a little thing. It starts with a Z. It ends with ombies. The fact that ring the bell. Good idea. So my note was, what a horrible idea to ring the bell. And Joel and Tess don't say anything. Joel and Tess watch her do it, and they're kind of smirking, like, haha, she's such a quirky character. Oh yeah, it's it's goofy and cute, but yeah, exactly. It's like, oh wow, look at her, isn't she a character? And yeah, she goes over and she rings the bell and she's like, ding ding, okay, I would like a room, please, blah blah blah, and it's supposed to be like this character moment for Ellie, which I would be fine with, because it's not terribly done or anything like that. It's just the very fact that she's making all this noise and they have no idea what the situation is. They've just entered the they haven't like scouted the entire fucking area to know that it's safe to make a lot of noise. They don't know that. Like these people have been surviving in this hellscape for like 25 years, right? Or 20 years or something like that. So, yeah, I don't know, man. I kind of think that one of them would be like, shut the fuck up. What the fuck are you doing? But they don't. So I wrote that down. And then, let's see what else. Oh yeah, some dialogue stuff. Like Ellie cussing like she just discovered cussing. She says fuck like a ton. It's like, well, we got to deal with HBO. We're allowed to say the fucking F word. So let's fucking say the fucking F word all the fucking time. Except Ellie is the only one who does that. Joel and Tess don't do that. They're not written that way. So it just stands out when she does it. But it's not that big of a deal. It's really not that big of a deal. Oh, and I made this note. New mechanic. There's a new mechanic. This is not in the game. This is only in the show. Step on cordyceps triggers the zombie. So I don't know. We haven't seen it yet. We haven't seen this yet, but they mention it. Like Tess tells her, yeah, if you see cordyceps on the ground, like the little viney poos on the ground, don't step on them because it can alert zombies that are somewhere else. They're all connected, like a hive mind, which is also not in the game. These are decisions that the writers are making that don't coincide with the decisions made from the writers that the game for the game. Did you hear that they're not doing spores? But they are doing spores, right? Because like that's... You mean... Okay, so when you say spores, you mean those clouds of spores. They're doing tentacle stuff. So they're replacing the clouds of tentacles. Okay, so that answers a question that I had. Because one of my notes was, why aren't they wearing masks? Like, I guess they... Oh, God, I know why. Fuck my ass. I know why. It's because of actor egos. I guarantee you it's actor egos, because they didn't want to have to wear the goddamn masks all the time. Because the actors want to show their stupid faces. I guarantee you that's why. Oh man, that's... my brain... Oh my God. Actors. Dude, I get it, right? I've got a massive ego myself. I understand the urge, but fucking eat your fucking ego, okay? It's about the art. It's not about you fucking half-wits, you fucking vapid... Oh, okay, it's fine. It's okay. It's fine. Let it go. Let it go. Yeah, so they're only doing the tentacle stuff. I've been trying to avoid saying the word tentacles because they basically are tentacles, but like you say tentacles and then everyone else around you who hears it thinks, okay, yeah, hentai, got it. Yeah, tentacles, hentai, same thing. So I'm trying not to like evoke that imagery, but yeah, it would literally be for like 3 or 4 scenes though. Like how often do they really put the mask on? Wouldn't it just be easier to say tentacles? I'll say tentacles. Oh, you said testicles. Look, I'm not going to say testicles either, all right? That doesn't exactly evoke imagery that you want either. Little brain shape. Never mind. So... Oh yeah, and Joel fucking touches the fungus with his bare ass hands in the show. He goes up to the museum, and he sees like all the testicles all over the walls. All of the roots, like I don't know what they're called actually. They're not the tentacles that come out of their mouth. It's like what the like when you see a dead body that was taken over by the funguses, and it spreads to the walls like vines. It's that shit. It's like in the game, it's what would herald the presence of spores. Yeah, those like the growths, exactly. Yeah, the stuff that grows out of them when they die and stuff. It's the stuff that's all inside everybody's bodies, actually. But anyway, so this stuff is like all over the entrance to the museum, and Joel walks up to it, and he like bends down, and he fucking grabs it with his bare ass hand. He grabs it for a second with his bare ass. He touches it, and then he stands up and he hits it with the butt of his gun like softly, and it's like, and it cracks and it's like all dried out and shit. And he goes, "It's all dried out. It's bone dry." And I'm like waiting for him to go, "It's safe to touch," or something like that. I'm waiting for him to like mention that he just touched it. It's like, dude, okay, so. I don't know, man. Is it okay to touch that stuff? I mean, like, would you even take the chance if you thought it was okay? I mean, we're talking about a disease or a virus or whatever that it's a fungus, not a virus. We're talking about this organism that gets into your body physically and spreads throughout you physically. Like, it's like, you know, fungus goes in all over your body and it takes over your fucking brain and it makes you into a fucking like a bloodthirsty monster. Yeah, I'm not fucking touching that shit. I am not touching that. No, thank you. I'm good. But Joel's like, yeah, I'll fucking touch it. I'll lick it. I don't give a shit. And put it in my eye. But yeah, the stepping on the cordyceps to trigger the zombies, that's a new mechanic. That's gonna take this story in different directions. Like cause and effect in the story now, from a writing perspective, that's gonna change shit. So we're kind of guaranteed that this story is not going to be coinciding for very long with the events of the game. Like it's gonna branch off. Like every time, like I said, every time they make one of these decisions, it creates a little branch. And the writers, like the further away that branch gets from the original story, the harder it is going to be for the writers to get it to come back to course correct. Like the more it's like telling a lie when you're a kid, you know, you tell a lie. Now you've got to be consistent with that lie. You know, whatever that lie was, now you've got to you got to create a backstory. You got to do all kinds of shit. You know, it depends on the lie. But like, you know, when you do that, you've got to be consistent with it. So now we've got a new mechanic. We've got Joel's injured hand, and we've got the fact that you can touch the growthy poos. Cocoa Puffs? Wait, hold on. He probably snorts it in the morning with Cocoa Puffs. Yeah, he's just like, fuck it. Puts hair on your chest. You know? I wrote down Bella Ramsey's acting again. Because, dude, she's bad. She's not very good. Oh, yeah. In parentheses, I wrote, seems to be enjoying this. Facial expressions. Yeah, I already mentioned this before. She has this, like, look on her face all the time where she's like, it looks like she's enjoying... It looks like she's enjoying it, you know? Actually, hang on a second. Can I do this? I don't know. What's it called? The Last of Us? I want to show stuff from it. Oh, cool. Yay. Don't tell anybody. Oh. I wonder if it won't play. Damn it. Oh well, that sucks. Anyway. So yeah. Yeah, I don't know why it won't play it, but hey, you know, you can't really get mad at it because you're not supposed to be doing it anyway. Yeah, I wrote down no masks. Yeah, and I really like that they're trying to adapt gameplay elements. That's really cool. There's some cool shit. Like the whole scene with the clicker. The clicker is not. There's more than one. It was fucking cool. It was pretty damn cool. I thought the makeup was done pretty well, except for like one or two shots where it kind of looks like the guy's wearing a mask. But most of the time they shot it so that they like shot it well. Like they shot it so that it worked. I wrote down that the noise that alerts the clicker in the episode is just too slight. Like Ellie makes a sound that alerts the clicker. Like she gets kind of scared and she kind of goes, but like not even that loud. You know, like I had to do it a little louder because if I didn't, my noise gate would have cut it out. Because it's like really slight. She's kind of going. I see, like I'm making an actual noise that's like way louder than the noise that she makes in the episode. And I don't know if you guys have. I know that Shadow hasn't. I don't know if. No, that's right. Cloud, you haven't either. Ellie ding 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 clickers, yeah. No, but like the noise that she makes is just like this. It's just like a little breath, just like a little tiny, like, dude. Now, so to the writers, I would say now, guys, now you have to account for that. You're gonna have to be that quiet around clickers from this point on, or else I'm not gonna believe, like, you know, it's gonna be an issue. I guarantee you they're gonna not do that. I guarantee you the next time they're around clickers, they're gonna be making noises that, I mean, they already kind of did, actually. But and I'll get to that in a second. But they're gonna have to make the characters be super 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 quiet around clickers now. Like in the game, you can walk around. They wouldn't be able to hear you unless you kicked something on accident. But like, you know, just like regular footsteps, they're not going to be able to hear that, or they're you know, they're not going to like attack you based on that. As long as you're creeping. I would have given myself, if I were them, more like room to move. I would have given myself more of a margin for error on that one. Because like, you know, there's a scene where Joel is reloading his gun, and all they did was mute the sound effects for Joel, you know, reloading his gun. But that's metal on metal. That's like as much as you try to handle your keys so that your dog won't hear it, you know, and want to go on a walk with you when you're trying to go out and exercise. I don't know. It's, you know, I don't have any personal experience with this at all. But it's, you know, as much as you try to do that, you're still going to make a little bit of noise. It's metal on metal. There's no two ways about it. And we're talking about bullets being loaded into a gun. The gun's metal and the bullets are metal. Especially the empty shells. He's got a 6-shooter. He's got to empty out the empty shells, and that's going to make a little bit of sound. You know, I don't care if your sound guy fucking mutes that sound effect. Your Foley artist fucking mutes it. I don't give a shit. I know what it sounds like to reload a gun. Everybody knows what it sounds like to reload a gun. It sounds like bullets getting put into a gun. That's metal on metal, dude. And if you know anything about sound, which I you know, granted, most people don't, but like if you've ever seen a sound wave, if you've ever done any editing, like the tiniest like, it's not the really loud sounds that have the biggest signal spikes. It's these sounds. Those types of sounds, those shits clip. You know, like me, I'm talking right now, and hang on, I'll show you. I'm talking right now, and look down here. You see this? This is my signal right here. This is my microphone. My signal is right here. When it gets into the red, that's clipping. Okay. My voice is basically, most of the time it's getting to like the upper middle of the yellow area. But when I go, look at that. It fucking blows out the shit. And it doesn't sound very loud, does it? But the reason that the clickers are called the clickers is because they use clicking sounds to navigate using sonar like bats. That's why they click, because they're blind. And that's the only way that they can see. So their ears would be acutely, like hypersensitive to those types of sounds. So the fact that they made, I mean, like you could have problems with that all day long, to be honest. I mean, this is a place where we can suspend disbelief a little bit, I think. I just think, when they had Ellie go, and that was the sound that makes the zombie flip out. I mean, come on, dude. Like, have her step on some glass or something. You know, like, what would that have been so hard to have her like, oh shit, like she's scared. The fucking clicker's right in her face. She's scared, and she kind of takes a step back, and she steps on something that was on the ground, like a little piece of glass that was on the ground, and it makes a crunchy sound. They do the same thing. They do that exact thing later on in the episode, like 2 minutes later. So I don't understand, like, why, like, there's glass all over the ground in this place. Why couldn't they just have made that happen? And it was just like, it's real easy. I don't know. Yeah, echolocation is cool. Echolocation is fucking real as shit. Like, there's like this deaf guy that they did this like the special on, and it was like a chapter in a special about stuff like echolocation, and he actually he skates and stuff. He like rides a bike and stuff, and he just goes. I can't really do it very well, but he just clicks with his tongue, and he just like, he's like Daredevil. It's crazy. This fucking guy's a superhero. I bet you he can fight like a ninja and shit too. All right, so if it was like a bottle hitting the ground or something like that, yeah. It wouldn't even have to have been something as loud as that. It could have just been something, because the clicker's pretty close. It's like 2 feet away from her, or like, maybe like 3 feet away from her or something. It's pretty close to her. So like, most people are gonna go, yeah, GK, he's really close. You can hear it, okay? And yeah, okay, fine. But I don't know. I just think you're kind of shooting yourself in the foot from a writing standpoint. At that point, from a writing standpoint, at that point, I love my words, best words ever. Yeah. So my note is the noise that alerts the clicker is too slight. It will likely come up again, and it did. Like in the same episode, it comes up again. I already went over that. Tess. Oh yeah, and well, like I wrote this down as well. Tess bites off Joel's head. She like literally opens up her mouth and bites off his head. Just kidding. That doesn't happen. But Tess like bitches at Tess like bites off Joel's head. And he slinks away like a chided puppy. That's the whole note, and that's the only that's the thing. Like I'm hypersensitive to that kind of stuff happening to men in stories when it comes from women, and it has nothing to do necessarily with the fact that it's not bad writing, it's not good writing. It's just, it is something that I've been noticing, and everybody else has been noticing too in a lot of media these days. I don't think it's a bad thing here. I wrote it down because it's like, okay, I see it. I just want to write it down so that I can say, look, there it is. Okay. If it doesn't amount to anything, fine. You know, that's fine. Actually, it doesn't amount to anything. And I don't want to spoil, but if you've played the game, you already know what happens to Tess. It's interesting, actually, because I thought they were going to have Tess be in it for longer. I thought I heard somebody say that Tess was going to have several more episodes. It might be flashbacks then. I low-key don't like Tess. I don't like her actress, how she talks, or anything about her adaptation. Can't wait for that moment. I don't mind Tess too much. I thought they went a little too far with the uglifying of Tess. Like, you know, you want to be able to believe that Joel, because like it's implied in the game that Joel and Tess had a thing. And you want to be able to believe that Joel could find her attractive, right? I mean, like, you know, and I realize that I'm just like a guy complaining that a woman isn't hot enough. Yeah, I am. Fight me. I don't fucking care. Look, I'm sorry. Okay, I'm sorry. Sorry that I'm not sorry. I'm sorry I have a penis. Tess dumps grenades on the ground. Oh god, that bugged the shit out of me. Okay, so in the episode, spoiler alert, by the way. This is not a spoiler. This is not a fucking spoiler. If you've played the game, this is not a spoiler. Tess dies. I'm sorry. If that spoiled anything for anybody, there's nobody fucking here. That didn't spoil anything. But if somebody watches the VOD and they haven't played the game and they haven't seen the show, you shouldn't be watching this video in the first fucking place. I gave a spoiler alert. I technically did say spoiler alert before I said that. Tess fucking dies. And when she does, she like basically the plan is that there's like all these zombies. Oh yeah. Sorry. Let me do this first because it's another new mechanic. It's a lot like the other mechanic where you step on a crack and you break your mom's back. No, stepping on the cordyceps triggers the Zombros. It's a lot like that, except this is that Joel kills the zombie, and when the zombies are like laying there, and the little tentacles come out of his mouth and go into the ground, and then it cuts to a zombie that's laying on the ground outside. From earlier on in the episode, they're looking down at these zombies that are just like there's like a ton of zombies there, and they're all just like sort of laying there waiting for something to attack. And one of these zombies is laying on the ground, and it shows its fingers, and it shows like little tentacles come up out of the ground and touch the fingers, and then that zombie wakes up, and then all the zombies come, you know, to the location of the zombie that Joel killed. All the zombies are like going to like go there now. So this is a new mechanic. This isn't the mechanic that they already brought up and set up earlier, because that's different. That's like if you see cordyceps on the ground, don't step on them because it can alert zombies from somewhere else. This is different. Joel kills a zombie and it falls down and it basically tells on him. It raises an alarm. It like sends out the little tentacle thingies into the ground, and it alerts the zombies outside. That's a different mechanic. I know they're probably gonna go, oh no, we set that up. That's the mechanic we were talking about. But that's not what they fucking said. Okay, so I'm gonna hold it against them. I'm marking them down for it, man. Why was Joel able to touch the wall goop? There was no explanation for that. There at least not in the second episode. They don't talk about it. They don't mention it. He just touches it and it's just like, oh, nope. Next thing that happens, just move on. They just show him fucking touch it. And I was going to show you guys that, but I couldn't get the thing. Hang on, I'll put it over here, and if it, if I can get it to work, I'll show you guys. But yeah, there's really no explanation for it. And that is pretty close to the end of the episode. What was I going to say? Tess dumps the grenades on the ground. Okay, so the reason I brought it up. Okay, I'm there. Yeah, so like Tess is gonna she's gonna stay behind because she's been bitten, and in the game it's the same. She's bitten in the game, and she wants to hold off the. Actually, in the game, I don't think it was the zombies that she's holding off. I think it's like soldiers or something, and she tries to hold them off, and they kill her, and then you have to fight them. Not soldiers. I think they're like, I don't know what they are. They're people though. And then you have to, you got to fight your way out of the museum, and then you get away. I think it's Fedra, actually, because when you get outside, there's like a big dealio. A big dealio. Yeah, this isn't working. That's okay. We're almost done. So yeah, so her idea is that she starts like knocking over all these gas cans and like getting gas everywhere and stuff. And she's like, okay, you gotta go. You gotta leave me here. I've been bit. It sucks. Get her to safety. Try to save as many people as you can. All this other stuff. And Joel's like, oh fuck, and then he leaves, and Ellie's like, no, we can't leave her, and he drags her away, and her plan is to blow up the building, or blow up that floor, and just kill all the zombies. And there's a couple of weird things that happen here. The first thing is that she dumps a bunch of grenades onto the ground. So like she dumps gas, and gas goes everywhere. And then she like dumps out this crate of grenades, like this whole crate full of grenades. There's like 20 grenades, and they all like go into the gasoline. And I'm watching this happen, and I'm going, why don't you just take a few of those, like put a couple of them in the gas, I guess. But like, you can, first of all, give Joel and Ellie a couple grenades, for fuck's sake. There's a whole crate of them. They would be really useful in a zombie apocalypse. I mean, like, I don't know how many video games you guys have played, but I've played a couple myself, and every single time I got a fucking grenade in a zombie apocalypse type scenario, it's always been pretty fucking useful. It has never been just a means for lighting, like, igniting flame, or like intensifying a fire. But I mean, like, that's like her whole explosion, I guess. But I mean, anyway, my point is though, what happens next is that when the zombies start coming through, she starts like trying to light her lighter. She's like trying to strike the lighter and get it lit, but it's just like, it's not lighting. It's a Zippo. And she keeps like flicking the thing. You flick too hard, damn it. She's trying to flick the thing. What is the Sparky deal? That's what it's called. It's the technical name for it. Sparky deal. She's trying to spark the shit, and it's not lighting. And as she's doing this, all the zombies are just running right past her because she's one of them now. Like they understand that she's like infected, so they're not going to attack her. And she's just like starting to cry and stuff. And it's like this like kind of intense and emotional moment, or it's meant to be anyway. But what distracts you from it are those two things. At least what distracted me from it was the fact that she, like, I'm just thinking like, just grab one of the grenades, dude. Just grab one of the grenades and pull the pin and throw it into the gasoline with all the rest of the grenades. That's all you got to do. And she's sitting there for like, a pretty long time. Yeah, pull one of the pins of the grenade. Exactly. But what about Ellie and Joel? Wouldn't the clicker know she? Oh, my brain. Wouldn't the clicker know she was one of them? It's not just clickers. It's like all the zombies, like all the zombies that were outside. So this is regular zombies plus plus clickers. I'm not assuming because the next thing I'm going to talk about was absolutely. Oh no, it wasn't a clicker. It was a guy that has his head all messed up. That's a zombie movie reference, by the way. Oh, no. Okay, I see what you're saying, Cloud. The scene where that I was talking about with the clicker and the little breath sound that Ellie makes that alerts the clicker, that's before she was bitten. That's the scene where she gets bitten. Like she goes off and tries to fight one of the other clickers and she kills it, and she comes back and Joel kills the other one. And she's like, oh, I have a twisted ankle, but otherwise I'm fine. But she was hiding it. She actually did get bit in that scene. And the same thing happens in the game. Same basic thing happens in the game. She gets bitten, and she doesn't mention it right away. It actually could have been a really, really, really emotional scene. But the grenades in the gas, her not grabbing any of the grenades, and she keeps flicking the lighter. And then the next thing happens, which was really fucking weird. And I wrote it down. Cordyceps French kiss. Totally unnecessary, and it was super distracting. Can you imagine what I could possibly be talking about?
Just so it's out there,
Cordyceps French kiss. So what happens is that a zombie walks up to Tess as she's trying to light her lighter. For I did not watch the episode. Yeah, I'm just trying to get you to try to imagine it. So what happens is the zombie walks up to Tess, and it's like one of those zombies that has the head split open and the mushroom shit's coming out, like the fungus or whatever's coming out of his head, and he's like his head's all messed up, and he walks up to Tess, and then he's starting to get really close to her face, and I'm like, what are you doing, dude? And he gets really close to her face, and his mouth goes up to her mouth, and the little tentacles come out of his mouth and go into her mouth, and he presses his mouth against hers, and she's sitting there with this, assumably these tentacles going down her throat, and she's trying to light her lighter, trying to light the fucking lighter, and finally it lights, and she throws in the gas, and then it cuts to a scene where Ellie and Joel are finally out of the building, and they're walking away from the building, and the building explodes. And that's the end of the episode. So it's a really cool episode. Okay. But there were some weird things in it. And I know that it sounds like I'm just sitting here complaining, but it's actually I'm marking this down in the books as the second pretty cool episode. Maybe not quite as good as the first one. Maybe so. I'm not sure. I didn't make notes for the first episode. I don't know how many I would have had, but oh no, I did make a couple notes. Yeah, I made a couple notes. Last of Us, yeah, there's very, very few notes. There's only 5 notes here. But yeah, so that's pretty much how that episode, that's the episode. There you go. So what have we got? We've got mostly it follows the story, and this scene happens at the end of the episode. Here, let's watch it.
This girl, the Tommies. He used to run with this crew. He'll know where to go.
No, that was your crusade. I am not doing that.
Yes, you are. Look. There's enough here that you have to feel some sort of
See?
obligation.
See?
So you get her to Tommy's.
What are you doing, Tess?
She goes, he goes, oh, no, sorry. She goes, there's enough here that you've got to be like, you know, you got to like listen to me or whatever. Yeah, like she's talking about between them. Like they've had a relationship of some sort in the past. It's obviously not still going on, I don't think. Because they're not really affectionate toward each other, but
No. No, no, no.
What happens now?
so in this scene, this is where they were supposed to drop Ellie off, I guess. And these fireflies have been murdered. In the game, they've been murdered by federal soldiers that are about to show up. In the story, they have been murdered by Zomblos. Okay? And the Zomblos are the reason that, the reason that the guy, the Zombro came back to life and Joel shot him and he put his little tentacles in the ground and it wakes up the other zombies. That's why that whole thing is possible to happen, because these fireflies have been killed by them, and one of them turned and came back and Joel shot him. That's how that happened. But in the game, it's the federal soldiers that are on their way here. In the game, you're about to fight a bunch of federal soldiers. I'm pretty sure it's federal soldiers. Fedra soldiers. Why didn't they use the VA for Tess or Joel? VA. The Virginia ass. Nope. That's probably not what that. Virginia apple?
What are you doing,
I don't think
Tess?
they had any.
Maybe they had a map or something to tell us where they were going.
How far are we gonna take
As
this?
far as it needs to go. Where was this lab of theirs?
Oh, she never said. She only mentioned that it was someplace
Oh,
out
the
west.
voice actor.
What are we doing here? This is not us.
What do you know about us?
Oh, I thought you meant Virginia apples. Yeah, I don't know. She probably would have been right around the right age for it. I mean, like the game came out like kind of a long time ago. Maybe she was too old. I don't know, but the actor that they got for Tess, she's like, she might be the actor for, I don't know. I don't know. Hey, why don't we find out? Hey, we've got this magical thing. It's called the internet. Let's see. Tess voice actor Last of Us. Okay. Oh my God. Is that seriously the voice actor for Tess? Jesus, she's beautiful. Wait a minute. Casting for the voice for the Last of Us series. That can't be her though. That's probably who they used as like. Annie, butt face. Oh, different. She's cute too. Is this Tess? Hang on a second. American actress known for her regular roles, Renee Walker and Naughty Dog, Last of Us. And voice work for the character of Tess in Naughty Dog's video game, The Last of Us. This is her. This is her. Her name is Annie Wershing or something. Ah, she's gorgeous. She's gorgeous. Oh. For fuck's sake. But yeah, hang on a second. I gotta get rid of. But yeah, hang on a second. This Fargart. Remove. Oh wait. Huh. I should add him as a moderator. Cloud, where are you? Here, I'm gonna add you as a moderator. There, now you're a mod. Get rid of that guy. Kill him. Anyway, yeah, dude. She's gorgeous. Why wouldn't they use her? Even she's 45 now? Even at 45, she'd be. Yeah, why wouldn't they? I don't know. That's kind of weird. And the actor that plays Joel, I can tell you why they didn't use that guy. Well, probably two things. Probably, I don't know how old he looks now. I don't know what he looks like. Is that Troy Baker? No. Voice of Joel Miller. Not, this is Pedro Pascal. This is the guy that plays him in the show. Who voices Joel? Troy Baker. Okay, so Troy Baker, we've seen Troy Baker could have done it. I don't see why not. He's not a bad looking guy. Look at him. He actually kind of looks like Joel. He's a little skinny. You reported him. Okay, cool. All right, cool. Yeah, that works. Thanks, guys. But yeah, they didn't want to use Troy Baker because they thought, well, you're a little white, Troy. You know, you're a good actor. You did the voice for Joel. You obviously know how to act. You look the part. You could you're a little older now, so you could be a little gruffer. You're perfect for the role in every way, shape, and form, except one little thing. You're slightly white. And I'm pretty sure that's the reason that they I'm not just pretty sure. I'm 100% sure. I don't have confirmation, okay? All right? Relax. I don't have confirmation about it. Bella Ramsey, The Last of Us, amazing. Game of Thrones. What?
Our next guest is the young but powerful Lyanna Mormont on Game of Thrones. Her highly anticipated new series is called The Last of Us.
Oh, she plays Lyanna Mormont? Oh, that's right.
Count slowly and clearly from 1 to 10.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Slowly and clearly.
Yeah, look at her face. Like she doesn't make. She makes this face right here, and then she does this one other face. Let's see.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You.
The Last of Us premieres Sunday on 8.
Yeah, that's like 50% of her entire character in the show. Troy Baker has immense riz. The fuck is riz?
On HBO Max, say hello to.
I mean, yeah, I know what that is. It's probably one of those Zoomer words, isn't it? Anyway, so what was I saying? Oh, he gets bitches. Yeah, riz. Is that the word for like? Is that like the new word that replaced drip? He's got that drip. What did my generation call that shit? I don't know. Oh, well, we used to say like that if it was a guy, like he was pimping, It's like he's pretty pimp. That's what we used to say. And then if it was a girl, it was like, she fine. Sorry. Oh, drip is clothes and shit, like swag. Is it like the word for? Is it like another word for swag? Swag or pimp. Rizaculous is pimping. Oh, okay. Rizaculous. I actually kind of like that. Fucking rizaculous. But yeah, I don't say any of that shit nowadays. I just don't think of it. Like if I think that that there's a guy that's like really good looking and gets all the ladies and stuff, I'll probably just say that. I'll be like, yeah, he's a really good looking guy. Gets all the ladies. Takes a lot longer to say. Anyway, what was I saying? What was I talking about before this? The cordyceps French kiss. It was fucking weird. I wish I could show you, but Streamlord's not working for me. Man. But I would recommend this episode, even though I've basically just spoiled the entire thing for you. If you guys want to do... we're going to do it again next week. Okay, I'm going to figure out the problem. Whatever the problem is, I'll test it and all this other stuff. The problem from tonight will not be a problem next week, I promise. And we're going to be doing it next Sunday, same time, because it's right after the show. And all that stuff. And it'll be fun. This was actually really fun. As soon as Shadow got me over getting pissed off. Sitting there fucking, no, son of a bitch. As soon as he got me past that phase, we were pretty good. Yeah, I was kind of worried I wasn't going to be able to get through it in time, but you know. Oh, we've been doing this for 2 hours. Holy shit. But yeah, so those are my notes. Those are my notes for that episode. The intro I thought was awesome. I thought the music was really good. I think the sound design for this show is actually quite good. It's quite fetching. Oh, getting some more origin on the virus, yeah, and then like we had a few new things. We had some new mechanics that is going to be really interesting to see where that goes, like what they're going to do with it. And I have my predictions that I made about like Bella Ramsey and her acting and Joel's hand and the fact that you can touch apparently you can like rub it all over your belly and it'll be fine. Just rub it on my belly, rub it all over my face. The cordyceps, never mind. Yeah, the stuff that they did with Sarah, you really like the stuff they did with Sarah. Her daily life was really sweet, and fuck that old lady though. That old lady was scary, dude. She scared me. It's like Exorcist 3 scares. I love it. But yeah, I kind of liked it. I could see that the complaints that I heard about it were basically that it like just took too long to do it, blah, blah, blah. But I liked that they did it. The only thing that I didn't like was there was like a part, I actually wrote it down. There was a part in which she goes and gets the watch, when she goes and fixes her dad's watch. Apparently there was something super, super easy to fix about it because the guy fixes it within like seconds. But the watchmaker's wife comes out. And she's like, okay, we gotta close this. We gotta close the store. No, like get out of here. Like drop what you're doing, because we're closing. And the guy's like, we're not supposed to close for another 3 hours. It's only like such and such time, and we close at 7, and or something, whatever times he said. But we're not supposed to be closing for another few hours. And she's like, it doesn't matter. Right now we're closing. And then she kind of like ushers the girl out and he's like, okay, I'm done. Here's the watch. And she leaves. And that's the end of that scene. And that's the only problem I had with that was like, obviously this bitch knows something that's really important. She obviously knows some shit that, you know, you might want to tell the little girl that's fucking in your, like, fuck this bitch. Get her out of my store. I don't care if she lives or dies. You know, she could have at least said, okay, you know, female teenager, go home right now. Go home, get your dad, get out of town. Trust me. She could have just said that. She didn't have to, you know, she didn't have to say what she knows, but she could have said that much at least. And it's just like, why is she a bitch? Why doesn't she just tell her? Why does she have to like, she essentially is the reason that, I mean, there's an argument to be made. She's the reason that Ellie's dead. That's not nothing. Because if she had told her, and this is another example of the writers putting in new stuff that creates problems. This has been a theme for this episode. I've been talking about all the different things that the writers have done that's new, that strays from the path, as it were, and created problems as a result. Created potential problems, at least. At the very, very, very least, it's potential problems. I mean, hey, if they are consistent with like the hand injury, like in the next episode, if the hand injury is getting worse, maybe, or the hand injury bugs him and it creates a problem while he can't pull the trigger, or his hand's shaking and like Ellie says, "What's with your hand?" and he's like, "It's fine, don't worry about it." At least if they do that much, I'll forgive it. I'll just be like, okay, cool. That's enough time. Enough time has passed between last episode and this episode. I can conceivably believe that his hand may be healed. He said it was going to heal pretty quick, and I can suspend disbelief. Maybe there's a couple days. My headcanon will take care of it, but I guarantee you they're not going to do anything with it. Oh no, I can't guarantee it. I have a feeling. I got a feeling. The only prescription is more cowbell. If she just packed up the watch from getting repaired, it would have been fine. Oh, picked up the watch. What do you mean? Like you mean the shop owner lady? If she just like took it out of the guy's hand and handed it to the girl, to Sarah, or what? I'm not sure. But so yeah, cool. Yeah, the quarterceps French kiss. God, what was that? Yeah. Cool. Well, anyway, so yeah, Cloud, if you want to continue to talk about it, we still have Discord and stuff. Like if Sarah dropped the watch before school. Oh, dropped off the watch before. Yeah. Oh, yeah, if Sarah was just going to the place to pay for it and then pick it up. That's a really good point. Yeah, all she had to do was have a scene, or sorry, all they had to do was have a scene where they show her go in and drop it off, or you can just like connect the dots in your brain and like she just goes into the store and she goes, "So is it ready?" And he's like, "Yep, it's all ready. Here you go." And then the wife comes in and she's like, "Get the fuck out of here." No. But yeah, she could have just like picked it up real quick, and then you wouldn't have had to like cram that disbelief down your brain's throat and go, okay, I don't know. I guess whatever was wrong with the watch was literally like he had to wind it or something, because he fixes it within seconds. Like it would take at least a little bit of time to open up the watch to fix it in the first place. You know, like he can't just fix it that quickly. Holy shit. She's in there for less than a minute. Maybe maybe I can show that. maybe that episode will work. I'm thinking that the other episode didn't work because it was because it's the episode that came out tonight. Let's see. Oh yeah. Okay, I can't show too much. Dun dun dun. This is after. Look at her. Look at her eye. But yeah, this is all stuff that I really didn't mind. Like, a lot of people had a problem with the fact that that they're race swapping characters and all this stuff, and I don't really care about that. I know I'm probably gonna be, you know, like, whatever. I don't give a fuck. I don't really care about that unless it's written badly. Like, I know what they're doing and I don't like it, but if it's written well, whatever. I'll get over it. It's fine. Is this after? That's the old lady. Oh yeah, right here. Here's the scene. Yeah.
We're closing.
We're closing.
We're done
I have to keep pausing it.
for today.
It's 3:15. We close at 7.
See? He's got the watch like open and he's working on it. It's 3:15. We closed at 7. I was pretty close with those numbers.
على التليفون مع اختي ما عندك فكرة شو عم بيصير okay?
Okay, look, I don't speak Spanish. Sorry. I know. Okay, look, it's a Ron Burgundy joke, okay? Get over it. Nobody here is going to have a problem with that, I know.
I'm very sorry. He cannot finish.
I'm already finished.
طب خلصني وأعطيها إياها بقى.
He's already finished. He's fast.
You should go home.
Oh, she does say you should go home. But that's it. That's it. That's all she says. You should go home. Hope you don't die later. And Sarah is understandably confused. She's like, what the fuck, dude? Yeah. Actually really looking forward to the next episode. I'm really having fun with this. This is fun. This is cool. I like it. The show is pretty cool. All right. There are issues, but I'm having fun pointing them out. Having fun looking at them and going, okay, I wonder what they're going to do with that one. So, sorry. Cloud, yeah, hit me up in the Discord. If like, I don't know if you like, if you're following the game and you're following the story, and if you feel like coming on next week, you can. I was, I don't need anybody to come on. I can totally do this on my own. But I mean, like, I thought it would be fun. But yeah, let me know if you actually want to do that. Anyone else as well, if anybody else is following this and you want to join in on the conversation, absolutely just hit me up in the Discord. Cool. Yeah, maybe if you're free next week on the same day, I'm just following some nerd called GK with large personality. Nope. Okay. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it for this one today. Oh man. For those of you who are new here or who are watching the VOD, there are links in the description. Go do things with them. Play with the links. Okay. The next stream will be, my next stream, I don't know if I will stream before next Sunday. Oh, no. That's right. The next stream is going to be before next Sunday. It'll be like Friday, I think. What's 5 days from now? It's Sunday, right? Let me see. What day is the 27th? Yes, take your time, Google. Yeah, Friday, the 27th is the next stream. That's when we're streaming next. Friday the 27th, and we'll be streaming the remake of Dead Space. Get your stuff fixed. I will fix it. I will definitely have that fixed by next Sunday. I promise. I double super promise. All right, guys. Thanks for chilling out. Thanks for dealing with. Sorry, if you made it this far. Thanks for, thanks for enduring that that start we had. That was rough. But yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Later.